So I'm up in Florence for the day. Decided to go out on a little trip, and I'm trying to spend the whole day out. And I'm actually on the bridge that goes over whatever creek this is. I forget what it is, but it goes out by Heceta Head Lighthouse. I've seen this view before as I've driven past, but I've never actually been able to stop and appreciate it. It's a really good shot. I should do a painting of it sometime. So I'm at the Heceta Head viewpoint again. There it is over there. I mentioned earlier that I was doing some art, so I tried sketching over by the Florence Bridge earlier, and it didn't turn out the way I liked, so I'm probably going to just go back and do that in a place where I can actually like sit down and focus a bit better, not just plain air. This was over at the North Jetty in Florence. I actually really liked this area. It was just really windy, so I didn't feel the need to actually start doing the watercolor. I think what I should be doing right now is, among many other unrelated things, I think I want to just kind of sketch these in person and then eventually watercolor them when I have a bit more of a stable environment. This one I actually really liked. I used this with the new pen that I got, and this is of the viewpoint of Heceta Head from here. But yeah, I think for right now I should just be sketching these up and getting ready to paint them. I just need to sit down and figure out what I want it to look like with my watercolors, and if I do that in a bit of a controlled environment first, then I'll be more capable of doing that out in the open, like when I'm sitting in my car and stuff. And I really do like doing it in my car. It's just, it's difficult. It's difficult to focus. It's difficult to get the specific things that I want, and it's really just a skill issue. So I think I'm gonna start sketching these out. It's a really nice day today, but I might just head back a little early once it's closer to sunset and then start working on a few of them. I just left Florence, went to a couple art galleries, and then headed out, and I managed to just catch this beautiful sunset. Very pretty. It's not often you get to see the sun go that low on the Pacific. Usually the marine layer just kind of blocks it a lot of the way. You can hear the Pacific tree frogs on the trees behind me. I'm gonna see if I can go find one. Man, that is gorgeous. Well, I couldn't find any tree frogs. They must be pretty good listeners, because even while I was quietly walking around, they would get very, very quiet as soon as I got anywhere near them. So, oh well, another time I'll try and catch them. I don't know if there's a certain time of day that's best. Probably right now, but regardless, glad I got to catch that sunset. That was awesome. I can't remember if I've actually recorded this, but there's this little parking area right next to the 101 here north of Reedsport, and I stopped here once before just to kind of check it out, and talking about the dedications to the people here who actually helped make this a park, this Tideways Island. I think it's part of the scenic corridor here in the Oregon Dunes. And then also there's the stuff about Jedediah Smith and his trips out here in the early 1800s, 1700s? I can't remember, one of the European excursions over here. But I've never actually hiked this little trail, so I'm gonna go and do that today. I'm not sure how long it is. The island's not very big, so I figured it's probably just gonna pop out there. And at the very least, it pops along the shipyard here, so that's kind of cool to see. There's a Pacific tree frog somewhere around here. I want to see one up close so bad. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I'm ever gonna. They get so quiet once they hear people around. And it's also pretty noisy over here with the shipyard and everything. But one thing that I really want to do tomorrow is head back down to Coos Bay and go to a couple places down there. One is, I think it's the University of Oregon. They have a marine center there, so you can actually just go in. It's like $8 per person, and it's like part aquarium, part visitor center. They just got a few cool things to check out there. I really want to do that. And I also want to go to Cape Arago. I kind of popped in there the last time I was down there, but I couldn't park anywhere because I don't have didn't have a state park pass. But now I do, so I'm gonna be able to go in there, walk around, go on a couple trails, at least get some nice views of the rocky shoreline down there. So that'll be nice. Well, I reached the end of the trail. It's not as scenic as I thought it would be. It's kind of the docks over here for where they haul the boats up and get them up for repairs. But there are some massive trees out here. I think these are Sitka spruce. They look like it. Look how big this thing is. Like, there's my hand. I don't have like tiny hands. I have normal dude hands. This thing's probably, oh, I don't know, maybe just shy of 20 feet around. I wish I still had my logger's tape. Oh man, that is a big tree. And there's a couple of them too. I think that one's bigger, but that one's pretty good. It's probably a couple hundred years old. This one's definitely a few hundred years old. This one's been here a while. And that one's pretty close. It's nice. I like seeing these big old trees. Makes me feel better. A lot better than I did when I was up on the tree farm. I guess another thing I could show out here is how big these maple leaves yet. These are big leaf maple. I think it's Quercus macrocarpa. But yeah, these leaves are massive. Like, I'm used to big sugar maple leaves, but these are way bigger. Like, some of these are just gigantic. I mean, they're like over a foot across. It's crazy. It's cool though. It's nice that they have just a little bit of color out here. It's about high tide now. A little bit higher to go, technically, but it's pretty calm today, actually. I mean, obviously these are decent sized breakers right here. Oh, I love that turquoise green that you can see when it starts to curl. But past that, there's not a lot going on out there. I'm hoping that at least one day there's going to be a really nice, calm day out here. I mean, I don't expect it to be glass, because there's just too much perpetual motion going on, but it'd be really cool to have a really calm day out here. It's nice to hear the waves though. It's a bummer that I haven't seen the whales in a while, but I also haven't been spending quite as much time sitting and looking out. But they'll be getting ready to head through in bigger numbers soon. So I'll try and keep an eye on Facebook posts and everything. Waves are really nice right there. Let me see if I can. It's pretty cool. I had just finished that last video, and sneaker wave came up, got all the way up to here, that line in the sand. Now basically everything has been closer to down here, and the tide is still coming in, but it's about at the peak, so it shouldn't be getting too much higher. But yeah, one thing that you always got to pay attention to out here.